Hello there. Wow, you're looking pretty jacked. You're in the right place, and if you happen to be new here, welcome back to another episode of Curtis Review. This week we're discussing Rose Glass's newest movie, Love Lies Bleeding, starring Kristen, Stewart, and Katy O'Brian. It's pulpy as hell, billed as a romantic thriller, and oh baby, is it romantic.
Am I the only one, or is it hot in here?
It's also a lot of other things, pretty experimental, and a joyride from beginning to end. Before we get started, we'll drop a spoiler warning here, so if you haven't seen the movie, pause this video, go watch Love Lies Bleeding, and then come back and watch our video. Let's get into it. I haven't seen Rose Glass's first film, Saint Maud, but after Love Lies Bleeding, I'll certainly be checking it out. I was blown away by the chutzpah on display, the story being told, and the fences are surely being swung for. Rose wrote this with Weronika Tafilska, and their collaboration is welcome. Things get batshit insane at times, and they lean into the viscera and the bizarre. The premise is simple, but effective. We meet Kristen Stewart's Lou, who is firing on all cylinders here, and I've really grown to enjoy Kristen's screen presence. Lou works at a gym, and we're then introduced to Jackie, played by Katy O'Brian, whose star power is also fully on display. She's excellent in this role, and she is worth the price of admission. I could not peel my eyes off her whenever she was on screen. They fall in love, some things from Lou's family and past life become apparent and dangerous, and then things take a turn, and her creepy father Lou Sr. gets involved, played by a game and creepier Ed Harris. Skullet fans unite, seriously. The movie looks amazing. There's a wide shot in the opening where we're looking over the gym Lou works at. She's leaving, lighting up a cigarette, but you could swear a shooting star drops in the background, or maybe even a UFO hiding in the beautiful crisp night. The cinematography work is stellar, and Ben Fordsman really crushes it. The 80s vibe oozes from the camera lens, and the color palette is both intoxicating and succulently neon. People who watch my videos know how much I appreciate good sound, and the sound design is off the charts here. From Katy O'Brian's Jackie's flexing and engorged muscles to the sound of teeth flying and blood splurting, Love Lies Bleeding's sound team nailed it. To boot, Clint Mansell's score is appropriately somber and chilling, with just a tinge of moodiness to match our two leading ladies. Unsurprisingly, Clint's built up quite the resume, having worked on a plethora of Aronofsky movies. He is welcome in the world of Love Lies Bleeding. Love Lies Bleeding is a film that I appreciate more for its craft than I do its story. The story's good, it keeps things moving, but my concern is that not everything in the script really landed the way that Rose and Weronika intended it to. There are a plethora of influences on display here, and I believe that if you allow yourself to unbuckle from reality and strap in, the movie will work for you in the way that it is intended to. During this movie or after you finish it, you may be looking for some more apparent meaning, but the movie's intention is not to impact you in that way. It is 100% style. If you can't smell the baby oil, then you are not watching the movie the right way. Lou and Jackie have excellent chemistry together on screen, and really all of the actors are doing excellent work, but poor Dave Franco, man. He is just too perfect playing a sleazy scumbag mullet-sporting jackass. But man, those characters in this movie are great. Like Daisy, oh my god, Daisy. Whenever she showed up, the movie's tension ramped up significantly. There's always a character in movies like this that just set those danger senses to high alert, and she is that character. She's marked for death immediately. We know this because she's so smug and threatening and passively that. I wanted to see her dead, and I didn't want her to be around anymore.
I don't even want to be around anymore. What?
And that has got to be so fun for Rose to see unfold on screen in front of her audiences. You really root for these characters to get got. You also see that a character like Lou is willing to go to any extent to clean up a mess in the pursuit of love and steroids. The opening of the movie wasn't significant to me until I put together how much of Lou's life was built around cleaning up other people's messes. And like her father, those messes weren't often able to be as hidden as he would have liked. There's the obvious like father like daughter illusion, and even the gender flipping apparent in the movie's core and its callback to grinding movies it pays homage to. But Lou unclogging a toilet isn't just about cleaning, it's about letting loose the kind of rage we all have towards systems and people that oppress and continue to win, all while being complete scumbags. It's also about rallying against the inevitable hereditary connection we have to toxic parents or family members. And that's where the magical third act comes into play, as we are given clues throughout the movie that Jackie is more than just a sexy muscle-bound woman. She's superhuman, and without making the obvious Hulk reference, damn it, I did it. Well, it's there and it's evident, and Rose Glass knew people would say that. But the magical quality of the final act will either work really well for people, or it won't. It worked for me, and I worry that something has been awakened in me.
This better not awaken anything in me. Wow.
My favorite scene of the movie is absolutely the muscle show scene, where Jackie, on some sort of steroid bender, shows up to Vegas to present her hard work. The craft of the sport is less on display than the bodies, and whether it's the steroids, other drugs, or missing her Lou, she opens a nauseous void that is so satisfying to watch unfold. Much like Lou unclogging a toilet, Jackie appears to ejaculate Lou from her body in the form of a slug, giving me immediate Lovecraft and Cronenberg vibes. I have not been able to shake that image. They really need to make more movies like Love Lies Bleeding. Pulp appears to be coming back in a big way, especially in the comics industry thanks to the work of Ed Brubaker and Sean and Jacob Phillips, with books like Reckless and Night Fever. Excellent little dime-style paperback novels that you can knock out in a sitting, but they're the kind of stories that will be sitting with you long after you close the back cover. Love Lies Bleeding reminded me a lot of that experience. You can smell Lou's cigarettes, you can hear her addiction, how Lou will do anything to differentiate herself from her father and his legacy. The oil shimmering from Jackie's muscles, the musky scent of sweat. The movie evokes unique and memorable qualities, but more importantly, it situated Rose Glass as one of our more interesting filmmakers working today, and on top of that, she's able to make interesting films while skirting labels and expectations. Her talent is incredible and exciting, and thanks to her, I'll be having giantess flavored dreams for a while. Seriously, Katy O'Brian, what are you doing to me? What did you think of Love Lies Bleeding? Are there any movies you'd recommend that are similar to it? Leave all the comments below, and before you go, don't forget to hit that like button and smash the subscribe. We are still trying to hit our goal of 300 subscribers, and every little bit counts, so thank you so much for your support. Keep getting yoked, keep watching movies, keep the conversation going, and until next time, peace.